also have a very romantic and fun experience while going to the night market. And then after that, after we pass by the night market, we will go to the Hoshin house. We used to have a lot of dormitory for military, for government officials, and then after a while that we stopped paying because taxes are expensive. We stopped paying for them for housing, and then those housing become empty. So we started to take them to use it for exhibitions, for cafes, for bookstores, and then this become a new queer spot for Taiwan. It's called the Hoshin House. And the name actually, there's a very interesting origin of the name. Any of you have seen Spirited Away? You've seen Spirited Away, right? Yes. So the Chinese name is called the Hoshin's Little Ball because right in Spirited Away, in the movie, do you remember that the river god, who was originally the very muddy, scary guy, and then suddenly she just pulled out all the garbage from it, and then he got her a little ball. So that place in Chinese is called 河神的丸子. It's actually from that. And then in English we call it Hoshin, which means the god of water, the god of river. And then we're going to go visit there, and hopefully we'll see some nice spirits. No, we're not going to see spirits, but we're going to see some nice introduction. And then there's the bookstore owner of the first LGBTQ plus bookstore. He is going to be there, and then he's going to explain to you a little bit of the LGBTQ plus history. I personally actually have been to that bookstore, and it was when I was in high school, and that was a very interesting experience because I remember vividly that there was someone with a brick trying to throw inside the bookstore. And then that shows that Taiwan LGBTQ history have come a very, very long way. From 20 years ago. No, actually I'm just 12 years old, so I'm like, was like 7, no, I'm just kidding. So when I was in high school, I was around like 15 years ago. From 15 years ago to like 2019 that we legalized gay marriage, until now we've already been hosting Pride for 22 years. It is really a huge mark for Taiwan in terms of LGBTQ plus history. So it is a very interesting and it's a very unique experience. And our last spot, Taboo. Taboo, obviously, you can hear from the name. It is a very interesting place. It's a bar that hosts a lot of different kind of events. They have drag queens, and it's usually a lesbian bar. And lesbian bars in Taiwan is famously for harder to run a business actually, because queer people, gay people come out a lot, but lesbian bars, somehow the lesbian representative in Taiwan is still have still a little bit way to go. So it's harder for lesbian bar to maintain their business, but this bar have been open for a really long while. Not only they've opened for a long while, they also have a stable business. 16 years, wow, that's older than I am. So it's a very, very unique experience. So now we're going to Ximen. Yes. Any of you stayed in this area, Ximen area, as I expected, that is actually the best, one of the best places to stay for Taiwan, especially if you're a queer person. If you use Grindr, that when you open Grindr, like you can literally see gay people every 5 or 10 years, which is quite crazy, yeah. And this is also, Ximen will also host one of the biggest free outdoor parties at this Saturday. What are your plans for Saturday? All of you guys are going to the Pride Parade, right? Yes. And the Pride Parade is going to be at Taipei City Hall. So Taipei City Hall is all the way at Xinyi, which is very close to Taipei 101. And after that, what I suggest, because there's a lot of gay bars, queer bars right around this corner. So, and then there are going to be 2 outdoor events over there. One of the outdoor event is called the Taipei Rainbow Festival, and it's going to be hosted by 2 very, very amazing hosts. Obviously, one of them is moi, is me, so you should probably go there. And it's also the biggest one. It's hosted by the Ministry of Culture. Since we're all drag queens are all very cultured here, so actually it's going to be hosted right over there. Yes. The Red House. The Red House is also very famous architecture. Yes. And then, so it's going to be very crazy and funny because in front of Red House is Taipei Rainbow Festival, and then behind Red House there's another drag show. So there are 2 drag shows happening in front and behind the Red House, and they're both free. So you can check both of them out, and all the queer bars are around it. Yes. And then after that, where we're going to head it, we're actually very close to the presidential office. If you have a chance, for example, you guys are staying in Taiwan for 12 days, that you can take a look. It's quite boring. It's a building, but our president stays there. And in the past several years, that our government has been very progressive, has been very helpful in terms of the LGBTQ plus history and also the movement. Nymphia Wind. Do you guys know Nymphia Wind? Yes, the way less famous drag queen than I am. Nymphia Wind was performing there, so that is a very, very plus unique experience for us. And then after presidential office, we will be passing the South Airport, that market very, very soon. Yes. Any questions? Nice. Okay, so since we already introduced a little bit of what we're gonna do today, I'm gonna introduce a bit more about me. So my name is Sandra Hoe. The reason why I got this name, do you know Sandra Hoe? Yes. Sandra Hoe from Grey's Anatomy. So several years ago, when I first do drag makeup, I realized, oh, I really do look like her. And then some people still think I look like her nowadays. So I was like, okay, I might use it. But I was choosing between 2 names. One is Bubble Milk Me. So which, you know, like we're in Taiwan is bubble tea, bubble milk tea. And I was like, bubble milk tea will be a really good name. But then I was like, Sandra Hoe will also be a really great name. Especially that was during the period of time when Sandra Oh was a very key person for Stop Asian Hate. From the Stop Asian Hate movement. And for me, I always believe that no matter if you're an entertainer, no matter if you're like a public figure, there is a certain amount of social responsibility that you should hold, that you should be taking care of, because people look at you, people look up to you. So I choose this name so as an inspiration for myself. And then now I'm the drag queen who's always hosting international events. Not only international events, I also have a YouTube channel. It's called Sandra Hoe. You can search it. I strongly suggest you take out your phone to search it. So you can search Sandra Hoe. And I have several shows. One of the shows called Cook with Sandra, which I will have different guests come on with me, and then we're gonna make a cute dish, and we're gonna go on do some street interviews. One of the chefs that is a Spanish chef recently, so if you're only understanding English, we have also English episodes for you. It's very fun, you know, when you see a drag queen cooks, it usually means maximum chaos, and that is absolutely gorgeous and amazing. Yes, that's pretty much about me. Anyone have any question that you want to know? Oh yeah, I also made a video for Taipei Pride Guide, because that's what we noticed in the past several years, that if you're a foreigner, you're coming to Taipei, you'll probably notice that there's not much information for you. And a lot of information are pretty much outdated or pretty much old. So this year that I decided to make a Taipei Pride Guide video for everyone, so that if you're a foreigner coming to Taipei, you know where to go and what to do. And apart from that, during this Pride, there's going to be the most events ever. I did the math for you. There are around 15 events that you can join. Starting from actually tonight, there's a huge techno party at La Fin. So if you like techno, there's La Fin is a bar at Xingyi. Yeah, that's going to be quite crazy. A lot of go-go boys, hot boys over there, and then it's going to be the pre-party for Pride. Tomorrow, if you happen to be around Ximen, be around 228 Park, we actually just passed by it. There's going to be Trans Parade. Trans Parade is a different parade from Pride, that we wanted to hold a special parade for trans people. Of course, during Pride Parade, we will celebrate all spectrums of LGBTQIA+. But trans rights is something that we really want to strive for nowadays, so we have a special parade for that. that we wanted to focus on supporting trans community. So tomorrow at 228 Park, there's going to be a trans parade. I'm going to be there, and there's a lot of drag queens who's also going to be there. And very interesting fun fact that in Taiwan, that I think we have at least 1/3 of the drag queens that are trans. Yeah. Yes, like a very high amount of trans rates, which like a lot of my associates, a lot of my colleagues are trans people. I absolutely love them. So in recent years, especially in the recent months, there have been several news articles that is attacking trans people from certain anti-trans communities. So that's why this year it's extra special and extra important that we go out and support the trans people. And then tomorrow night there's Formosa party, and then all the different bars are open, and they're all open for different kind of events. If you need recommendation, feel free to ask me, because I am apparently at all the bars all the time. Yeah. Saturday is the Pride Parade. After Pride Parade, 2 outdoor parties, and then at the evening there's Formosa and then Work the World. Anyone is going to, you better work the special comp party that Olympia Win is going to perform. None of you guys? Yeah, save your money. No, I'm just kidding. It is a really great show. And on Sunday there's also, if you like drag brunch, there's a drag brunch hosted at the Fox. The Fox is a very big American restaurant. And there's also a dinner, which means it's pretty late. It's a late dinner, so it's dinner. So it's a lunch dinner, so it's dinner, and then we'll host around 5 or 6. And it's going to be at Ximen Cafe Dalida. That's another kind of like brunch experience that you can join for. So these are the overview of the events that we're going to experience in the following days. And I hope all of you will have a really great Pride experience. So we are now. The umbrella with you, please bring it with you guys.
Where's umbrella?
Well, after we arrive here, we're going to do a very small walk around 5 minutes, and then we're going to arrive.
You're gonna pay for
And Hoshin, actually in Taiwanese is means the fun. So, 好玩, the fun, the funny. So it's
coming out.
Hoshin, yes, it's fun. Yeah. So it's really means a lot of meaning. Yes. So remember to take your umbrella. So and a little bit, I think the outside a little bit windy there. So be careful. Yeah.
I thought so. I can't believe you did it now.
You're leaving on the MRT? Hey, they all got it back. Here. What is it? Oh.
Where was it?
哎，我 don't have this。我们好像没有拿那个哦。
对，上次他们说要再寄给你们。
不是，我说今天。
哦，今天你们还没拿，没有，那我们等下给你。
Are you from here?
Yeah, I'm from here.
You speak very good English.
Yeah.
I thought you're native.
Yes.
Native American. Oh, please hold it. Hold it.
It's not raining, right?
It's not raining.
This will also be a very good background to do a photo over there. You can see it as well. Hold on. This is Taipei. So you can come over here, you can for the technology to work. So this is actually a roadmap of where the gay pride, gay parade have been to. So this is here. Presidential office is right over here. So there was a period of time that our pride was hosted around the presidential office. It was important to show the government, especially the president, that gay rights are very, very important. All the way up in there, that is Taipei City Hall. Taipei City Hall now is the main place where we host the parade ever since we legalized the gay marriage. Because after we legalize it, we're like, we don't have to put no. It's not that we don't have to put that much resource, but also that is actually a bigger place to host a parade. Because Xinyi area around Taipei 101 was actually the last area that was developed in Taiwan. Because that in Taipei. So usually you know that the last place that was being developed, which means that they have a lot of money and resource to build a place. The roads are way bigger there. So Xinyi area, they have a lot more resource, so that's why we've been hosting the parade over there. So this is just an overview of where have the parade have been to. And you can see that there's different name tags, which means that during this year, the road have been to this place. Queer bookshop in the entire Mandarin speaking area. So that was actually the first queer bookstore ever.
那后来我去了北京开了咖啡馆，然后现在在和神的丸子当经理。
After that, I actually opened another cafe in Beijing to also help move the queer right, and now I'm organizing this place, the Hoshin's place.
那台湾的同志运动的起点，应该是对，在前面我得先卡一下。我要讲的是说，因为这个历史其实是被人写出来的，
是，
所以很因人而异。那我讲的部分是我参与跟我认为几个重要的点。
Okay. So it is, and then all your support actually is one of the reasons that I decided to be a full-time director. That's a great question. Thank you. Anyone else? Yes, you.
Let's say someone was curious about perhaps trying it out. What would be the place to start?
I think the first thing to start is, I think there's so many aspects to get started, so I will suggest you to pick one thing that intrigues you the most. If it's heels, if it's the outfit, or if it is the makeup. For me, the biggest transformation is actually the makeup. May I show you how I look like out of drag?
Yeah.
Do you want to see? I'm so nervous, you know. Just a shy little boy out of drag. So this is me out of drag. I'm gonna go a little bit forward. That's me out of drag.
Wow.
Oh my god. Where's the glass?
Yes, that's so that was actually the transformation. For me, that was the most fun thing about drag is the transformation, because for doing a drag makeup, usually anyone want to guess how many hours does it take to be in drag? To look this good. 2 hours anymore any other time? 5 hours, that's a bit too much. 4, it's actually 3 hours. Usually around 3 hours to be in drag makeup. Yeah, so the drag makeup includes contouring. That a woman's face is slightly bit different than a male's figure. So I will contour over here and here to make my face a little bit more sharp, and also because that my drag persona, I love Taiwanese aunties. I don't know if you've ever been to Asia. That aunties are always one of the most unformidable. You know, they're the super force. They're the force that moves the country forward. So my drag persona is all about being an auntie. So I wanted to also incorporate a little bit of their makeup. Yes, so a huge eyeshadow and also a very strong contour is something that I always do. And of course I have to block my eyebrows. So first we use a glue stick to block the eyebrows and then cover it up and then create this entire face. Yes. But to start, the reason why I wanted to try drag was because in 2017, that my friend had a heels during Pride, and he was so painful. And we happened to be in the same size, so I've offered that I'm gonna wear his heels, he can wear my sneakers, and I wore his heels to finish the entire Pride parade. And then that was the time I was like, maybe I should try drag. So you can start with any aspect you want. And I think usually heels is a very fun place to start with. Yes.
Thank you.
Anyone else have any other questions for Queens?
到一个属于每个女孩子的避风港，但是走到今天，随着彩虹的越来越开放，我们其实已经是在做各种不同文化的交流。那希望大家在这边除了一般的夜店以外，可以体验到很多不同文化，比如说 drag queen、BDSM 或是一些钢管秀，各种不同的舞者，甚至我们会在夜店里面写书法，对，很多大家想象不到的表演，我们都会在那边进行。
So Taboo actually originally created for
A run song. I thought it's gonna be
one moment. You know, all the
So, come, take a look. Give me the hook or the ovation. It's my world that I want to have a little pride in. My world, and it's not a place I have to hide in. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. I don't want praise, I don't need pity. I bang, I from something that's noise. I think it's pretty, and so what if I love each feather and each spangle? Why not try to see life from a different angle? Your life is a sham till you can shout out loud, I am what I
That was planned. The wig was planned. Yeah, it was planned to come off. Thank you.
如果大家喜欢，可以支持哦。
Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Do you want a second one?
Yes. Yes.
You sure?
Sure.
Okay. So we actually have a second performance. boobs. To buy more fabric to cover the boobs.
Okay, and welcome everyone. If you want to hold poster.
Oh my god! Thank you! Oh my god, thank you! Yes.
Okay.
There's always space for kids.
Yes. And welcome is going to follow Sandra and take her IG.
Sandra.Hoe, H-O-E. And thank you again for coming along for today's trip! So this is our last stop. If you want to stay here, the DJ is going to blast music all the way here. If you want to go out tonight, I wish you all have the best Pride weekend. It's been an honor and a privilege of me hanging out with you guys, and I hope I'll see you during Pride. Thank you!
That looks creamy. Unless wearing glasses.
Nice, so good. So good. It's like a cake.
Did you get me that?
A piece of
Is that the
cake.
same one?
No, a piece of cake.
Are you trying to get me drunk?
Just a bite, won't make
Is that for me or for you?
for me. Just,
Ah.
just have a drink.
I want another one of them.
Last one. You good?
Have a taste. I'll go to the bathroom.
I tell my friends I can't do a nice other watch. They say, go away. That's my Chanel. My Chanel.
What? I thought you smelled
My
good.
Chanel. He likes my Chanel. I've got one.
Alright.
Bought already.
I use it all the time.
It's a perfect male